You ever just feel kinda empty? I guess we all do sometimes. It's like that feeling that there is just something missing. Maybe you can't really put a finger on it, but it's just whatever it is that you're doing, it doesn't really feel like much. Sometimes you might think to yourself that it could perhaps be something that would fill this hole in your life and make you feel something. Well, let me tell you a little story about myself and this camera. I started taking pictures in 2018 when I was 14 years old, and I fell in love with it almost immediately. Ever since then, I dreamt of buying myself a better camera than the one I was using, which for anyone interested was my dad's Sony a6000. A decent camera, but I wanted a better one. And I genuinely spent hours every single day looking up camera reviews on YouTube, even though I already knew everything there was to know about these cameras, but I just wanted to look at them and imagine that I could use them myself. I thought about it every single day. But cameras are expensive. So it took me 6 years until I finally finished high school, got myself a job with an actual livable income, and out of my first couple of paychecks I bought this thing. It's the Canon R6, sort of a mid-range mirrorless camera. It cost me around $2,000 and my life was complete, I thought. Well, here's the thing. I love this camera. There is almost nothing that I dislike about it. It makes filming and photographing just much more enjoyable and pleasant for me. But just the fact that I own it in and of itself doesn't bring me any happiness. I spent 5 years of my life obsessing over having this camera. I dreamt of buying this camera and I have it now. And it's a camera. It's a good camera. Since then, I began doing what any young adult who's handed a monthly paycheck for the first time in their life would do. I began slowly buying all the stuff that I always wanted as a kid but didn't have the money for. I replaced my old crappy computer with a really good computer. My phone broke, so I bought a really good phone. I bought myself some vinyls, and then I stopped because I realized something. Things won't make me happy unless they allow me to do something that I truly love doing. I don't regret buying this camera. Yes, I did kinda expect that just owning it would somehow make my life better, which of course turns out it doesn't, but it's an incredible tool to use for something that does make my life better. The enjoyment doesn't come from simply having it, it comes from what it allows me to do, like these videos. The phone, on the other hand, doesn't help with that in any way. I should have bought a cheaper one. The point is, I see a lot of guys online whose dream it is to make enough money so that they can buy some really expensive car. And while it definitely isn't my place to tell anyone what their goals and dreams should be in life, speaking from experience, unless you're a person who's absolutely obsessed with cars and driving cars to the point where simply driving is the highlight of your day every single day, this is a bad goal. You'll probably spend years of your life saving up for that car, and then after a month, it's a car, and you probably already had one. And if you want to buy the car as a way to prove to yourself that you're successful in life, and you want others to see it as well, that won't make you happy either. So, what will? Well, you're gonna have to find out for yourself. The answer will be different for each and every single one of us. But the important thing is to stop running away from that question by accumulating stuff that won't get you closer to actually being happy. If you feel like there is something missing in your life, you'll have to face that reality eventually. It's hard, you know, it's perhaps one of the hardest things in life. But now's as good a time as any.